1-800-FOOD-RUT, helping you with your food stuff. 1-800-FOOD-RUT.
Welcome back to 1-800-FOOD-RUT. I'm your host, Asia, and I'm here to help you with your food stuff. So welcome back to another episode. So right now, personally, I'm having my birthday club break. So I got birthday club people who are family members and friends, essentially people who I buy gifts for their birthday. So I'm about to be on a break. January, February, lots. Then we take a break for March for my birthday, and then April comes and we back into the swing of things. So anywho, a part of the birthday club is getting a gift. Gifts are usually themed, as well as you get 2 special gifts from me. One of them is a body care gift that I make. I make some body care stuff for them, and then I also give them a sweet treat. So I'm in a place where I'm like, okay, I'm enjoying the treats that I have available, which are like ice cream, cookies, brownies. 2 people get kind of a loaf type of thing, but I was like, I kind of want to do something different. I want to try something else. Let's kind of expand that birthday treat thing, right? So that's what brings us to this episode where I'm going to be teaching you how to make a peach cobbler croissant or crescent cup, if you will. That's the quotation marks for the cup, because of course you can make it in any other shape that you want. So let's get into this, and I'm going to start off by telling you what ingredients you need. Okay, so how I got here is I wanted something, hold on, let's get this together. I wanted something like a fried fritter, but not a fried fritter. And I wanted something with peach cobbler peaches. So I was like, oh, you know what? I just really want the crispiness of the fritter part. So how about I use a croissant dough? Or I was thinking about puff pastry. One of those 2. I think this also would be good with brioche. And there's also a fritter that's also a dough version, but I was like, I don't want to do all of that. I wanted to get this to see how it's going to go. So I don't know how it's going to taste. I know it's going to be good because, hello, it's peach cobbler, peaches, and croissant rolls. So it's not like it's not going to be good. So, but I chose to do the croissant rolls by Pillsbury because I know theirs are denser than like the traditional croissants that you get are baked. Those are denser. So I was like, I need something with that density to give you a little bite. So let's get started with the cobbler first. So you're gonna use some peaches. I'm using frozen. I don't even think I need that many. What else? We got some peaches. Peaches, 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 peaches. That song has been in my head since I've been thinking about peaches. We're gonna do some butter. Probably do about a tablespoon. So we're gonna do that. Then we're gonna add us in some brown sugars. Squeeze that up a little bit. I'm just in here, my mouth all open. Anywho, we got us some sugar. I don't know if I'm gonna want a lot. I really want it for the syrup part of this. So we got us some sugar. Then we're gonna add us some spices. I'm just do a little salt before we get to that point. I'm gonna do some salt. Now I am using peaches. I feel like this would be really good with some strawberries. I just came back from grocery shopping and them strawberries were smelling so good. You know, give it a little smell, a little sweet. Also, we're using cinnamon. This to me is one of the best cinnamons. The Vietnamese cinnamon. You don't necessarily need this brand, just Vietnamese cinnamon. It's sweet. It tastes how like cinnamon smells. So it's a little pricey, but I feel like it's worth it because you gonna get it. You gonna need you a nice little nutmeg. So let me get me a mini grater. I have a big one. Where's my big one? Actually, it don't matter. I'm over here tripping about this. Anywho, I'm gonna grate in some fresh nutmeg. And then I'm gonna add some lemon juice. I'm gonna let this cook down, and then I'm going to come back. When I come back, we're gonna add some flour just to get it a little thick. And then we're gonna move into what my thought process is on these cups, okay? So see you in a sec. Okay, so as you can see, we got us a nice little syrup, a little bubble. I'm gonna turn that down. Turn that down. I'm gonna add in my lemon juice now, because you want that freshness. That lemon juice is definitely gonna give it the freshness that it needs. Anywho, oh, stir that in. Because I want this sauce, if you will. Imagine this over ice cream right now. Imagine if you add a little bourbon to this. Cognac. Let's not get into it. Anywho, whiskey. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna add in a little flour. Normally, I would just like let this cook and get a little bit more syrupy, but I'm gonna just add in a little flour to just allow it to be thickened, to thicken it. So I'll probably add in about, I know, less than a teaspoon. It's not even gonna be that much, just so it can get itself back, tighten up, as they say. And then I'm gonna come back and talk about the cups and all that good stuff. Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this, because again, like I said, these are treats for birthday gifts. So I want something that you can enjoy either the day you receive it and possibly the next day. So yes, obviously with a cobbler in a traditional way, you can do that. I'm just being unnecessary at the moment. And plus, I just kind of want to experiment. Because again, like I said, I don't know how this is going to go, but I know it's going to taste good. So anyway, I have 2 of these. One of them, my plan is I'm going to put the crust in there with the peaches. So just make it like a traditional cobbler. But instead with a croissant, because they call them Crescent. Croissant dough. And this one, I'm just going to put the croissant dough, and then I'll have the peaches, and I'm going to put the peaches on top. Because I was like, what if somebody's like, I really want it to be extra crispy and I want to do a separate? So then it's like, okay, put your cup in there and then your sauce, which is going to make packaging and delivery not fun, but you know, it's all about the presentation. Anywho, if you don't happen to have any of these type of ceramics, you don't need a heart-shaped one. It's just what I have. You got the like regular smaller ramekin. I'm trying to see if I have one over here. I don't have one near me. Anyway, use the regular good old cupcake. Stuff. Doop. And there we go. So let's finally get to this crust situation. So this is what I'm using. Wait, am I showing y'all? Yeah. And so we just rolled it out. Low key, how big these things are, I might only be able to get 2. we gonna figure that out. I was like, these look kind of big, because my plan was to use, big. This looks kind of small, because my plan was to be like, okay, you know what? Whatever's left over, I'm just going to put it in squares and still cook it so that I can have it for my brekkie sandwiches. But girl, I don't know. Anywho, I realized that I told y'all about the strawberry one, but I never told you what I would do with the strawberry one. I was too excited about the strawberries being fresh and ready to go. Anyway, I would top it with some cream. So think about like some bourbon cream. You know, if you do just classic whipped cream, bourbon cream, maybe like an almond vanilla cream if you're using peaches. You can either keep it fresh, do a little macerated thing. That's when you add a little lemon. I personally prefer lime, sugar, toss your fresh strawberries, like I said, to the side so the juices can collect. Or you can do a good little stewed version, which essentially is the same thing, but I would again add lime, just a little sugar. I like some little balsamic glaze. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. If you're into the basil, do your thing and go that way. Now, if you're going to do the basil one, the cream is going to have to really be something. But if you're going to just do it good, classic, traditional, some good regular whipping cream, bourbon cream, or some almond vanilla cream, which is bourbon, you just add bourbon to the whipped cream. For the almond one, you just add almond extract. Anyway, girl, I don't know which way I want to do it. I feel like I'm gonna do it this way. So I'm gonna do it this long way. Right? Now let's do this one. I'm like, what is making noises? Oh, and I'm gonna put it on a little sheet pan. That's what you see back there. I don't really care about it being this shape. I just more so just want it to like be in here and have enough space for the hole. The hole kind of sounds crazy, but anyway. And that is what we're looking like. Now I'm gonna put some of the peaches in here. And as you can see, our sauce thickened up. So let's just get some peaches in here. Okay, I want to make it difficult for myself. I see. Hold on. I got a spoon nearby. So let's not do that. Ooh. So pretty. Okay, let's make sure we get a little bit of the, you know what I'm saying, this sauce. I think I might add another peach. Does this look a little empty in that corner? So anywho, I'm gonna repeat the same thing with this dough, but I'm just gonna put it in with nothing, bake it. We're gonna come back, see what it's giving, and we're done. See if I can pick them up. Bow. So as we see, this is the one without the filling. So what I would do is just press, and then go around and see if I can pop it out. Now that I think about it, this would be really good in silicone, because then you could just, because I have, let's see, silicone, what? And then I can just pop it out like that. So another time for another day. But anywho, also if you can find like the reusable ones, just bake it in there. So again, my plan is, now I should be coming back, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not coming back to show you how it is when you put the peaches on the side and then add it the next day. Because see, my instruction would be like, you know, heat this up in like the broiler so you can keep the crispiness, and then warm those up in either pot or skillet or microwave, and then boom, put together and top it with your favorite ice cream. I actually do have some ice cream. I got some bourbon ice cream, but I'm saving it because I want to try it with a root beer float. So no, but anywho, here we go. So again, if you happen to find, just because you can always find the disposable ones, and just put it in the disposable ones, especially if it come with a cute little lid. Individual size, individual portions of a peach cobbler crescent or croissant cup. Anyway, I know what this tastes like because, hello, I've had them both before. And like I said, their dough, as you can see, it's denser. Right? It's like, that's not how you typically see a traditional croissant. But anyway, that peach cobbler do it for me every time. And I really like it with this. I thought it was gonna be too sweet, the Crescent roll, but it's not. Mine was some caramel, pecans, fire. This is good. Okay, this is my last bite. And everything's baked. Yeah. 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 So anywho, there you have it. Our peach cobbler croissant cups, rolls. There's no rolls in here, but you get the gist. Anywho, until next time, bye. I'll let you have a little piece. It's good. Bye.